welcome to the Daily Cyber Briefing for Friday the 26th of May. I'm Stephen Ridgway. Barracuda, a warning of zero-day exploited vulnerability, is being used to breach their email security gateway. I don't think that came out quite right. So Barracuda sells email protection and network security devices. There's a vulnerability in their email gateways, email secure gateways, the ESGs, which is being currently exploited. So the 0 day is being tracked as CVE 2023-2868, and it's a remote code injection vulnerability affecting versions, basically versions 5 to versions 9. They are strongly recommending that you apply patches. They rolled out first set of patches on the 19th of May, and a second fix later as what they've called a containment strategy on the 21st of May. So if you are using Barracuda ESGs, email secure gateways, strong recommendation to check for patches and make sure they're updated. So yeah, I mean, Barracuda has got 200,000 global customers, so potential for a very broad compromise there. D-Link has fixed an authentication bypass and remote code execution flaws in their DView 8 software. So the vulnerability was discovered actually a while back in December last year. Two vulnerabilities, in fact, with CVSS scores of around 9.8, so fairly serious. First flaws tracked as CVE 2023-32165, and the other one is 32169. Combined can lead to all sorts of problems if you're running DView 8 software. So they are saying that versions 2.0.1.27 and below are vulnerable to this. Urging admins to upgrade to 2.0.1.28, which was released on the 17th of May. So it's a strong recommendation from D-Link to upgrade. So if you are using D-Link software, it is a good idea to check out and download and install those patches. And then finally from me today, Microsoft 365 phishing attacks are being seen using RPMSG messages. RPMSG messages are restricted permission message files. So they're basically encrypted email message attachments that are created using Microsoft's rights management services. Idea being to add an extra layer of protection to sensitive information by restricting access to authorized recipients. All sounds good. However, that's being this functionality is being abused by some phishing campaigns, in that users are being sent an email which then has a restricted permission attachment. The user then, in order to read the attachment, has to go and provide their credentials, Microsoft credentials, which then opens up the attachment, which is basically where the actual phish is. So things like a click, fake SharePoint document, and click here to continues, and whatever. the in this particular campaign, the harvested data through the ultimate malicious website that you end up clicking onto is collecting ID tokens, hashes, video card render information, system languages, device memory, hardware, installed browser plugins, the usual sort of stuff that could then be useful for subsequent attacks. Trick with this one is that if the email originates from a legitimate, or yes, a legitimate looking source, most email protection suites won't be able to look inside, I'm guessing, because of the way that RPMSG works. Maybe in corporate environments there are ways around that. I don't know, because I don't know enough about RPMSGs, but potentially this stuff is going to bypass email protection software. So I think there's starting point for protection against this stuff has got to be to educate users. So in the cyber awareness training stuff, if you're not expecting an encrypted email from someone, be a little suspicious, and check out before clicking, and do be aware of what you are clicking on, especially on links in emails that have been sent to you. So just be suspicious, I think would be a good thing. Not sure how this will, this can be technologically addressed, but I suppose at least if they're trying to capture credentials, using MFA is always a good thing. So the usual stuff. Anyway, that's all from me for today. Hope you have a great weekend. It's a bank holiday weekend in the UK, so I shall speak to you all again tomorrow. What am I saying? I'll speak to you all again on Tuesday. Bye.